Hi everybody, welcome to the Fitness Business Show today with Wayne Large and myself, Joshua Mullin. So today, one of the things we want to speak about is that the world, or the fitness industry in general, doesn't need another James Smith, and the importance of talking in your business in your own voice and being authentic to your branding.
Yep.
So Wayne, kick us off. What do you think about all of your content? How do you make your voice and your identity stand out?
I insist that myself and my coaches and anybody producing content for Absolute be themselves.
Yeah.
They can follow people, they can be inspired by people, they can like particular people's content. What they can't do is copy it.
100%.
You know, so this kind of comes across that the reason I put this post on my actual profile the other day, mate, saying that, you know, the fitness world, fit pros, nobody needs another James Smith because James Smith has already got that covered. You know, this is not a knock at James Smith live stream. This is literally about, I went through my Instagram over the weekend, you know, just thumbing through. And obviously a lot of fit pros follow me and I follow a few fit pros, but it was literally like, seriously, man, the amount of people that are doing the little cut speaking videos that are just like James Smith style and looking away from the camera like that and like trying to look fucking like, stop it. It's not you. That's what James Smith did. That's how he's got what he, you know. I think the biggest thing for me, dude, is that people have lost the context of what James Smith is about. It's not that he swears or the fact that he wears his cap back to front or that he does these edgy, cutty little videos and puts subtitles on it. It's his fucking content. It's what he speaks about.
Yeah, 100%.
That gets the audience engaged. So when he's talking about how, you know, fucking like calories are important and that, you know, and how he's, you know, he might knock certain like fucking Herbalife products and shit like that. That's engaging content. That's triggering somebody where you will either agree with his Herbalife statement or you'll disagree with Herbalife's statement. The whole point is he's triggered you to act. That's fine. As an individual fitness professional, you must have your own thoughts and theories on what's happening in the industry, in the fitness world, to fucking produce content that's relevant to you, but sounds like you.
100%. I mean, I had an example of this back in the day. So when I started PT Toolbox in 2013, I thought that everybody would want to see the refined kind of posh version of me.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, it was fucking terrible. It was awful. It is so cringy. I've looked back at some of the videos that I've done. I was like, hi guys, I'm Josh Mullin. How are you today? Like all that sort of stuff. And then people would meet me in real life. They'd be like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah.
And there was no authenticity. And even if my message was correct, if somebody that knew me saw that video, they would not listen to the message because it didn't seem genuine.
Yeah.
And I think if you're working for a very large company or you have a very specific clientele like business owners and CEOs that need that professional, shiny, polished image,
yep,
then you can show that without sacrificing yourself.
Yep.
Maybe just ease back on the swearing a little bit. Don't call people any, you know, nasty words, call people out or whatever. There are still ways you can talk to your clientele, but then really it should be your clientele.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of have two faces, man. I have obviously the PT, you know, working with PTs and speaking at events and shit like that. And I don't drop the language. Look, I don't swear for effect. It's just who I am. I'm a Midlander, mate. You know, that's how it is. I can't help that. I just, you know, that's just that's who I am. But, you know, if I'm doing professional speaking engagements, then I try, you know, it depends really. Sometimes I really don't care. Other times, you know, got to turn in. But when I'm doing video content for Absolute, I'm really conscious of removing the foul language from it. Once clients in the door and they get to know me, that's a different story altogether. They get to see that actually, you know, I'm a bit, you know, I have got a fucking foul mouth. But that's just, and I put the F word in there just for effect. But you know what I mean? So I think, you know, if that's who you are, because again, that's another thing that comes across unnatural. So like, you know, again, James Smith is a guy who's swears quite a lot. Gary Vaynerchuk, another guy, swears quite a lot. But, you know, if it's you, again, if you're trying to sell products, don't go join my fucking semi-private program because it doesn't exactly fill people with confidence.
Yeah.
But if you're trying to get your voice across, then yeah, but be warned that some people will be turned off by the bad language. You might argue that you don't care because they're not the kind of people you're going to hang with anyway. But you know, just yeah, there's times. But at the end of the day, the ultimate thing comes down to is knowing who you are, what you want to say, who your client is, and what you want them to know about you.
Exactly.
Yeah, and consistency. You know, again, the Joe Wicks and the James Smith. I'm sorry if James gets upset that I've mentioned Joe Wicks in the same fucking breath, but it's not just because they're, you know, they swear a lot or they produce regular, you know, they kind of like, you know, have a funky way of doing their videos, like, you know, rubber chicken, you know, I mean, that kind of thing, right? Doesn't really matter. It's the fact that they do it every day.
Yeah.
James Smith produces content every day. There's a video every day. There's a post from him every day. There's more than one poster from him every day. Yeah. That's it. You know, that's why they are where they are. They had a message, they triggered you. You either liked them or you didn't like them. You either engaged with them or you just turned off by them. Either way, turning up every day, doing the same shit every day is why, you know, James Smith goes on fucking tour and does a talking tour around the UK, talking the way he talks. And people buy tickets to it.
This is the right? Thing, like, they obviously have had influences, but I think people need to understand the difference between taking an influence from someone and copying their content directly. Like you said earlier, if you copy James Smith's style, you will not be successful because you cannot consistently copy his style forever.
No, you can't. So
I think find the content medium that works best for you. If you're good at writing, write posts. If you're good at filming, film.
Bang on. And if you're not good in front of the camera, then don't fucking do it.
Exactly, 100%.
You can always get somebody to do that for you. Maybe one of your coaches or someone you know is better at actually putting it across on video for you. That's fine. But yeah, I think the fitness world has seen enough imitation James Smith videos. I think it's awesome if he's inspired you to do video. That's fucking great. I'm happy for you. That's exactly, you know, that's awesome. But Jesus, don't do any more of his style, please.
That's the same thing. Like if I tried to, for a very, very long time, I was worried about what other personal trainers would think of me when I was posting up. And I think the first thing you need to do is focus, like you said earlier, on your who's going to be consuming this content. What is their purpose for consuming this content? What do they need from you right now? And then I just can't say it enough. Just be yourself in that medium, because like I massively messed it up when I started Peter Toolbox, and it just wasn't authentic. And that's exactly what's going to happen if you copy other people's content.
Yeah.
And then obviously people are going to post out things that influence you, and there's no reason you can't use those posts, go away, use it to add to your content calendar or your list of ideas. And then, like, for example, I never write like Eric Helms, or I never write like Wayne Large. I never do videos like Wayne Large. I can still use their inspiration.
Yeah. I mean, if you like their content, you go, actually, do you know what? I really like what Joe Wicks talked about there. But you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I know exactly. But, you know, I like that, right? Or what James talks about, what Phil talks about, you know, Phil Learney, you know, any of these guys, and you think, that's cool. I think my clients would engage with that. They would like that. That's awesome. Don't fucking copy what they just said word for word, particularly Phil, because he obviously goes on a big, you know, a much deeper science-based level. If you can talk about that, fucking awesome. If you can't, then just literally get the grasp of what you're saying and teach that to your clients, but in your voice, in your style, and how you want your clients to know that when they turn up to see you, meet you, you are exactly what they saw on video.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. That's it. I mean, inspiration is one thing, fucking direct, like trying to be them. And I think what it is, I think Fit Pros think, well, I'm only going to do it to my clients, so my clients won't know that I've copied James Smith.
Yeah.
So I'll do a video like James Smith, and they'll think it's entertaining, and it'll get me fucking views and shit. What you don't realise is that there's probably a lot of your clients, because of what James has done, some of your clients might even be fucking following him.
Yeah, exactly.
And then we go, hey, mate, you're trying to be like him. Yeah, I know you. You're not him.
Yeah.
So stop it. Just stop that. It's just enough. You know, enough. One James Smith is enough, I think.
That is going to get really bad really quick. If you do that and your clients find out, that is not a good place to be. So
Right.
quick story. When I was at Fitness First years ago, teaching courses out of there was a personal trainer who he was seen as like the expert level PT, but what he would do is he had a clipboard and he would get a Muscle and Fitness and tear out all the workouts. Then he'd do the same for Men's Health, and that would be his workouts for the month. Every single client that day would have the same workout, and then that workout would go in the bin when the day was finished. So there were 30 workouts, and he got found out, and he went out of business because he was doing these workouts with these people. There was no individuality or specificity, and he screwed his entire business because of that. But then the thing is, he could have easily posted those workouts, you know, on an email campaign or something and said, oh, I found this in Men's Health, and shared that relevant content. And it's the same thing with social media. If you like James Smith's video and you think that it's got relevance to your clients, you can always share that, give credit to him and say, oh, look, for my clients, you write a small summary post and then you share his content anyway. Because people, I think personal trainers get worried about sharing other PTs' content.
I think it's cool as long as you tag them in.
Exactly.
So if you're sharing that shit, then just just fucking tag them. So they, you're the same way you would do if you write an article. You wouldn't just you wouldn't go to fucking I don't know, bodybuilding.com and go, oh, I like that 12 top tips to losing fat. I'm gonna fucking literally copy and paste and stick down my blog. You wouldn't do that, but you might actually go, actually, I kind of like that. Them little points that they've made. I'll use them points, but at the bottom of my article, which always looks fucking good, referenced. Bodybuilding.com, article, blah, 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 date, time. You know what I mean? If you don't know how to do referencing, Google, how do I do referencing?
Exactly. What message?
It gives more strength to your articles, man.
Yeah, and it also helps SEO.
Yes, it does. Absolutely, it does. Oh, man, we could do a whole different fucking video on SEO. Anyway, that was what I think the message you want to get across. Find your voice, be consistent. And just remember that, one day clients are going to meet you. They want to basically see that you are exactly as you come across in your videos.
100%. I can't summarize it any better than that.
And if you're not producing enough content, start. Definitely. You've got to be producing lots and lots. That's the marketing world right now. It's content driven. The World Wide Web is an information highway. That's what it's about. That's what they want you for it. That's what Facebook wants for it. It's what Google wants for it. It wants regular, good information that forces people to come to them platforms to find out the information that they're looking for. So if you're a contributor of great information, Facebook, Google, and all that are going to give you props because you're getting engagement, and people obviously come to your site or come to your page because they get good content.
Exactly. And it's as simple as that, really. And I think the only thing I would add to that is just find the content that you work best in.
Yep. The medium, absolutely. I mean, going back to what you just said as well, mate, when you said about how you were like worried when you first started doing stuff, what other PTs might think. Mm-hmm. I kind of built a bit of a name within it. Like that. I mean, it's one of the reasons why I got asked to speak at Body Power last year was because Mark Laws put a post in UK PTs, people that we should have speaking at that aren't the usual people who should be speaking at Body Power, and I got mentioned quite a few times to Mark, right? So Mark got in touch and went, Wayne, I think you should be speaking at Body Power. I was cool, happy to. And that's like because I don't know if you remember, I used to do my videos of me walking my dog through my local graveyard. It was like Tales from the Crypt, and I used to fucking and when I did that first video and I posted it into a group, because you got 9 at the time. I think you were at 8,000 PTs, 8,000 fucking personal trainers around the world are going to see me. So and for a moment I was like almost not going to post it because I was worried about how it's going to get received, what people might say, Yeah. And then I thought to myself, actually, I don't give a fuck what people think generally. So what the fuck am I worried about 8,000 people I don't know?
Yeah, exactly.
So, why am I holding myself back based on the opinions of people I could give? I'm never going to meet them.
Exactly.
Well, I've met quite a few of them since then. But, At that time, I was thinking, why am I worried about 8,000 people I don't know? I'm going to put it out there. Some people will like it. Some people won't. But that's just life. Some people either like what you do. Some people won't. Some people will want to hang out with you. Some people won't. So I think if you're at that point right now, you're worried about putting content out because you're worried about what locals might think or what the competition up the road might think of you, or I would just go, fuck it. If it's good content and even if you get one person that goes, I like that, I'm going to action that, then your content was useful.
Exactly.
And people, haters are going to fucking hate anyway. You're going to get negative comments from people because that's fucking life. Nah, like you said, man, I'm 50 next year. Hard to believe, but I'm 50 next year. And you don't get rid of this fucking age and because you've been worried too much about what people think about you.
Exactly. I think if you worry too much about what people think, you will never do anything. You'll never go anywhere, and then you turn into one of those people.
Mate, seriously, the amount of people, because I live in the southwest of England, like in a nice little fucking seaside town, and the amount of people who told me 15 years ago I was stupid leaving a career as a critical care nurse to be a personal trainer because it's not London. People don't use personal trainers in fucking North Devon. Now, if I'd listened to that, and I was told that more than once, if I'd listened to people's opinions, if I'd based my whole life on 1, 2, 3 people's fucking opinions, I'd still be working as a nurse. I'd still be fucking miserable as fuck. You know what I mean? And then I'd be going, fucking, I'm 49. I'm too old now to take that risk of becoming a businessman or doing something like that, I just didn't fucking listen to them and did it anyway. And the rest is history.
Exactly. And I'm glad you're here with me, man.
Man, do you know what? I love this industry. And yeah, it's awesome. And I really do want to help as many. I think it's a fucking great industry. You know what I mean? I think it's a great industry. And I just want to help as many people build businesses that provide for them and the people they love. That's it. I'm not selling fucking 6-figure fucking income dreams and £10,000 a week. I'm not saying it's not possible to do, because it is.
Yeah.
But man, there's so much emphasis on fucking people trying to sell this bullshit to people.
Yeah.
But we've talked about that on previous talks, mate. So
I think maybe what we should do next week is talk about how we've set up our businesses for us. I think that'd be really cool about, because I've got a lot to talk about on that. So
yeah. Cool. Will you remember, Josh?
Of course I will.
That we said we'll talk about that. Okay, cool.
Good times.
Josh. No, he's never heard of you. Chris has said he's going to pop in. It's going out live. This is Chris.
I've never heard of him.
Who's that girl?
Yeah, who's that girl? Yeah. So, if anybody's wondering, that's Chris. He manages Absolute.
The man behind the scenes.
He's the man behind the scenes. Right. Cool. I think we've summed up. I hope everybody has a wonderful Friday evening. If you have any questions, please post them. Anything you want to add, Josh?
We'll see them next week. And as always, if they want to get in touch with either myself or you, then obviously we'll be tagged in this post. And also any questions, comments, any hate, will go below in the comments.
Yeah, love it. Yeah, man. I don't mind fucking put it out there. You know. Absolutely. Guys, have a great weekend. We will see you all next week on the Fitness Business Show. I don't know why we called it Fitness Business Show. I think it's because we couldn't actually think of anything else to call it, because, you know, 2 very intelligent people here couldn't come up with a more interesting fucking name than Fitness Business Show. What?
I know, right?
Seriously. Too many people dwell on the fucking name of a business, though, don't they?
Yeah.
Stop worrying about the fucking name of the business and just do it. Anyway, on that note, have an awesome weekend. We'll see you all very soon. Take care.